All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Crypto and Coffee. Even though I had coffee at 6, I'm still all right. My name is Pam Peebles, and I'm one of your co-hosts for Crypto and Coffee. Welcome. If this is your first time joining us, thank you for joining us. We hope that we'll see you again every day, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have my beautiful sisters with me, Marilyn and Frances, and today we have a live topic. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know about this one, ladies, but there is a rumor out there in those crypto streets that Ethereum is going to flip and bypass Bitcoin. Let me say that again, y'all, because I'm in the process of transferring money so I could buy some just in case, you know what I'm saying. But there is word out there on those crypto streets that Ethereum, which has been big for a minute, is getting ready to overtake Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is going to be Ethereum's BITCH. So what do y'all think about this? What's y'all thoughts on this? Let's talk about it, ladies. Good morning. Frances.
Good morning. I'm kind of like not iffy about that bold statement because I can see the chart. So, well, good morning, ladies. It like this conversation always gets me in my head for real in such a good way because truth be told, when we look at all of our world's wealth is on charts. And sorry if you guys hear like weight slamming. I'm trying to get my body together, so I'm hiding at the gym in the corner. But it truth be told, all of our world's wealth is on charts. So when we pull up a Bitcoin chart over the last 10 years and put Ethereum side by side, it looks almost exactly the same. And, if in case you don't trade or are in the world of investing yet, you can look at charts by the minute, by the hour, by the weeks, by the year. And so even looking further and looking at a whole year, the pattern looks exactly the same. But here's what's happened with Ethereum that gives people that, I don't want to say assumption because it could really happen. However, it would take a lot. But the thing about Ethereum is that it's grown a lot faster than anyone was anticipating, which is why at first it had really high fees associated with it because all of this runs off of technology. And so it just was moving faster than anyone ever anticipated. But when we look at why do people say that statement and they have like validity behind it, it's because 85% of all other cryptocurrencies, that might be a little more now. We have so many cryptocurrencies, but they run off of the same network. So when we talk about a project that has, that's sustainable, has real world use. And then when I think about another reason why Ethereum is going to experience a massive push up is because of processing time. So with Bitcoin and a transaction, right, it could take around 10 minutes or so. Ethereum can take seconds. And so when we talk about the power behind it, that's part of the reason why. So, I mean, I don't know that I would say boldly that it's going to be better than Bitcoin because Bitcoin right now is coded as a currency, a global currency that other economies are actually going to adopt as their dominant currency. But listen here, what's going to happen with ETH in July and August? If y'all haven't bought some, I don't care if this is your first time on Crypto and Coffee, go buy $20. It's about to get real in late July, early August.
Let me share this information, and then Marilyn, I want you to chime in on this. So here are my sources. So I saw this information on Forbes. The fact that Forbes is talking about crypto is a whole nother ball game, but I saw it on Forbes. And then also Goldman Sachs is predicting that Ethereum will eclipse Bitcoin. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but these are some big money movers, big money movers. When you're talking about Forbes magazine, there's a lot of checks and balances that goes into the information they share, period. And Goldman Sachs, the fact that they would put it out, or actually they didn't put it out, it was leaked, which I think Goldman Sachs has been leaking a whole lot lately when it comes to cryptocurrency. But it was leaked information that Ethereum was going to take over. It may be a few years, but they're saying that it's going to eclipse it. Now, let me say this for a second, and then Marilyn, I want you to chime in because I want to give y'all a second to think about this for y'all answer. Now, they're predicting that Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million, y'all. Okay, so that prediction stands. That hasn't changed, right? Right now, Ethereum is $2,500. I just want y'all let follow where I'm going here. Y'all follow the bread trail, or you know I'm trying to do low carb, so follow the keto trail. But listen, Ethereum is now 2,500 roughly, right? They are saying that within a few years, might be 3, might be 5, might be 7, but it is going to overtake Bitcoin, which they are also saying is going to hit $1 million, possibly as soon as 5 years. Okay, that's all I got to say. I mean, I'm not giving financial advice on here, but if y'all can't put that together, I just don't know what to tell you. Marilyn, I see your face over there, probably because you're over there buying some Ethereum.
Girl, I bought Ethereum before we got on. That's why I got in here like 1 minute left. I saw the post. But anyway, I'm like you. And to kind of piggyback off of Francis, Ethereum is the life source for so many other cryptocurrencies. So I can actually see why people would predict that, or I can believe it because of that. And I'm gonna keep this kind of short, Pam, because I'm going here because I don't want us to make this mistake again. I missed out when Bitcoin was at whatever, below $1. It was below $1 when I had the opportunity to get in. Ethereum is still within reach. You can buy a couple coins now.
There you go.
Based on that information,
That part.
I will not be boo-boo the fool next time.
Hey, listen, I know that's right. But, you know, the other thing is, and like Pam said, I do believe over years of time that can happen. So there's a blockchain software company. So the blockchain is what Bitcoin runs off of. Just think of it as a ledger, right? It's keeping track. But a software, blockchain software company, the co-founder, his name is Tegan, and you guys can read this. I think it was on Fortune, but he said that because it's more Ethereum as a solution, we'll call it, because yeah, it's a token, but it's a solution for real. It's way more innovative, and from a developer approach, like in the tech world, when we look at things like computing, you guys, I want you to go look up, if you're on here, AI, which is artificial intelligence, and its relation to the cryptocurrency world. You're going to be floored. And it's not even that it's going to happen in the future. It's happening right now. When I lost my job in December, I got replaced by artificial intelligence. And so when we look at Ethereum as a solution and what it does to the computing world and the world of tech in general, even he said from the company Edge and Node that as investors, you should be allocating both, if not more ETH. Now that, I mean, obviously Bitcoin, like Marilyn just said, it's just a lot more to purchase in terms of full Bitcoins or full Ethereum. But I mean, you guys, if developers of blockchain software companies are with the research showing that this is a good move as an investor. I don't know about you, it ain't financial advice, but I ain't gonna go take financial advice from my cousin who doesn't know what Ethereum means. So that's big for me when other blockchain software companies are talking about what investors should be allocating. And I'm not talking about like what your friend on Facebook who has a lot of Dogecoin or SafeMoon, and no shade to those, but I'm talking about like real world solutions that like Pam said, Bitcoin going to $1 million. What do you think that Ethereum is about to do? So I think that we just have to be smart when we look at who's doing what. You know, that article right there from Fortune by the company Edge and Node, You don't see that posted all over social media, but also you don't see when the masses are going left, you don't see the millionaires going left with them or the billionaires going left with them. They going right. And so I think about that when I think of, man, what should I be doing? Even if it's not financial advice, what is the world doing that I need to be doing? And if a blockchain developing company is telling people Ethereum is where it's at as far as allocating assets, I'm in that thing. I'm in there right now.
Okay, here is the really crazy thing. I'm going to read this to you guys. I'm going to share this in our chat because you know, one of the fun things about being on our crypto and coffee sessions is that we talk about money. We talk about the real stuff. We have training sessions later in the day, guys, that if you're interested in learning about crypto, want to know whether or not Ethereum, when it's going to be fire to buy, then you need to get back in touch with the person who brought you here and let them know that you want more information on how you can start up in our academy. It's less than $200 to get started, and monthly payment for education that seriously is worth millions to me. But here is the quote that comes from Goldman Sachs. Unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum is not just a value token, meaning that it actually fuels all use cases built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So basically they're saying that, hey, Bitcoin is wonderful. Yes, it's set up as a currency, but it doesn't really have any true value in relation to Ethereum. Bitcoin is simply a value coin with no clear roadmap. Even with the price plunge, long-term development is unaffected, and Ethereum is well on its way to market dominance over Bitcoin. End quote. End quote. Y'all, listen, this is gonna be a short crypto and coffee, so I can go buy me some more Ethereum. But seriously, the fact that this is leaking out of Goldman Sachs, I don't know if y'all know anything about Goldman Sachs, but they handle billions
Everything.
of dollars.
Billions.
They run money like it's no one's business. And think of the entertainment business. They are the top of the food chain. And for them to leak something like this out, they have strategists that are probably paid millions of dollars who just sit there and do this all day.
Yep.
Now, the fact that it's coming from them and the fact that it's coming from my mentors who are making six-figure trading, who have six-figure trading accounts on a monthly basis, who are doing 7 and 8 figures per year from trading and buying crypto. This is what my sister Frances says all the time. These are wealth indicators. You don't have to be the smartest. And trust me when I say that, you know, I'm smart, but I ain't that smart. I don't want to sit here and watch charts all day. I thought about getting me a large iMac again so I could watch charts, and I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. I ain't got time for all that. I'm gonna learn it from my phone, learn to do it from my iPad. But I always scroll what's happening on TV or what's happening in the news, because they are normally not talking good shit. It's all gloom and doom. So when they're talking something like this, you have to stop and pause for a second and go, what's really going on? Yeah. So the fact that it was leaked, this was information that went out to their investors, to their clients, and somebody leaked the information. All I could say, again, this is not financial advice, but if you can draw dots, it's a straight line. And if Bitcoin is projected to go to $1 million, and they are saying with confidence on several sources, and look for it yourself. Don't just take our word for it, go look for it yourself. And if you're in this live, I've shared the link, but go do research on it. If Bitcoin is gonna go to $1 million and Ethereum is going to surpass it, what does that mean for Ethereum? Okay.
Yep.
Number one. Number two, Ethereum is right now $2,500. We've already seen it go up to close to $5,000 over the last 60 days. So when it starts going back up again, where do you think it's going to go? I have my projections. I'm going to throw it out there in a minute. Again, not financial advice, just me giving my, uneducated, slightly educated opinion. But I think it's going to surpass. I think it's going to go between $10,000 and $12,000 next time it comes out and it goes into a bullish run. So, Frances, what's your thoughts?
I would say, I would dare to even say a $30,000 Ethereum by the end of this year alone, because I'm like Pam. I do love to do everything on my phone, but I've gotten into this place, I guess, because I come from the world of banking and I've seen how they've taken advantage of people for so long, that now I'm getting into like the real geeky decentralized finance space, which all that means is you can essentially function as your own bank. There's no one governing authority. Ethereum is decentralized. So when we talk about, this is where Pam just said, like, wealth indicators, I look around and, like, if you're a trader on here, that for most broker accounts where we trade, for a long time, it was seeing Bitcoin as a way to fund it. But now, if you pay attention, wealth indicators, a lot of these platforms, when you go to deposit money, you can use Ethereum now. And so little things like that, I pay attention to just other processing companies. What are they accepting? So when you have a lot of big corporations that are going to start to now accept Ethereum also, you guys, like, that doesn't take you to be super knowledgeable in this space at all to know, listen, that's something I should probably be learning about. It's something that I should pay attention to. And so it's just going to do a lot for the world of decentralized finance, meaning no one governing authority, which to me, I'm like, hallelujah, because I'm tired of these people stealing money from innocent people who already don't have a lot. And so there's so much innovation that I'm like, oh, I'm looking forward to a $35,000 Ethereum by the end of this year. So I'm excited. Like,
Okay, wait, Francis,
oh,
you can't run away. You can't go yet.
mm.
30 to 35,000. And where are you learning this? I'm just really curious. Where you want to share with people where you learned this information from? Because
Yeah. I mean, and honestly, I kind of lowballed it because from a lot of articles in the finance world, like real blockchain developers, strategists, they're talking about a $40,000 ETH by the end of the year. But I also have access to live mentorship where and this is the part of, like, I love to get geeky, but even if you didn't, to have live mentors that are analyzing this every single day, one of them that specifically loves Ethereum as a project because of the innovation in the tech world, for them to pull it up and show me this is why the projection is what it is, and then here's what this is going to do for the world. Oh, okay. I don't doubt your analysis, but now let me go to google.com and look up these articles from Forbes, and then go get geekier and go on the ethereum.org website. So it's not that I know this because I'm brilliant. I'm just really following the lead. And when I say the lead, I'm like, yeah, these 6 to 10 figure portfolio holders are showing Ethereum. And the thing is, you don't ever have to believe anything that someone says. Go see it for yourself. You can go to this site called coingecko.com. And at the bottom where you can find, well, at the top, because Ethereum is going to show up closer to the top in the list of coins, I encourage you, go there, click on Ethereum, and you'll get lost in like this world of finding out what is the coin, where can you buy it, what does it do for the world. And that alone, listen, it doesn't take a lot to know if people are accepting this now on a lot of different platforms. That is an indicator that it's about to make a huge push up, whereas you only saw it seldomly on platforms a couple months ago. Like, I don't know, but I'm just following the lead. And then I go get real geeky and I go watch replays. Like, all right, why did he say he likes this? Okay, that was a trigger word for me. Let me go look up what that even means. So I just follow the lead, honestly. I'm nobody brilliant. I come from the world of telling people that 2% APY is a good idea, which makes me want to vomit these days. But
and Francis, elaborate on this, and Marilyn, jump in here. Right now, Ethereum is still going for the low price of $2,500. Now, I kicked myself when it was much lower. I have it now, but last year it was, under 500, but it's still at $2,500. I don't know what that means to y'all, but if it's going to, I projected it was going to come out of a bull. It was going to come out and go into a bull run and hit about 12,000 within the next probably 60 days. I like Francis' prediction way better than mine. I'm just being honest.
Mhm.
So if it goes
That's
to,
why.
if it goes to 30, let's just say it goes to 30,000. Let's just for shits and giggles say it goes to 30,000. You still have an opportunity right now to buy in at 2,500. So that means that, again, not financial advice, but if you had money sitting in your savings account doing nothing for you, and you put it in and you bought 10, and it cost you 2,500 each, that's 25,000. That potentially is going to turn into 250 to 300,000 by the end of the year. Listen, I'm gonna have to buy one just for this show so I can drop it, because I'm like so done. Where else can you do that? You can't
Nowhere.
do it anywhere. There is no investments right now. There is nothing in the stock market that is doing that type of return on investment in a year.
Yep, nothing.
Marilyn, I know as soon as you got, because I know how you operate. I know that as soon as I sent that thing, Marilyn got quiet. Normally she'll jump on here early. I said, oh, this girl off buying her some
some ETH.
Yep, just like I said, I will not get left behind this time. I do own Bitcoin, but Ethereum right now for me is low hanging fruit. So I'm going to try to grab as much of it as I can. And I'm kind of like right on the line, right between Francis and Pam. Francis really, really, really knows charts. Pam is like, I'm just gonna buy it because I'm doing my own research over here. I am learning to read the charts. I would say that I've graduated kindergarten, but I'm learning. The other thing is that Ethereum, I look at Ethereum based off the Academy and what they're saying, articles. I've been researching Ethereum, quite frankly, since the other day when we talked about it. Frances went really in depth and she kind of piqued my interest. So I started doing my own research, and I agree with everything that she says. I agree with everything the Academy says. But guess what? Even in my phase of learning, I'm going to buy because there's too much buzz about it. So I won't be, y'all on the money train passing by waving at me because I didn't get on.
We won't pass by you, sis. We'll invite you on, and you can sit with us. We won't leave you. But I will say this: if some of you guys are watching this right now and you have not made a commitment and not made a decision to partner with us to become part of our wealth community, let me tell you, when I say you're missing out, there's a certain amount of, listen, let's not talk Bitcoin for a minute. Y'all know I get on tangent and coffee kicks in. But money equals freedom to me, and that's it. And people don't go out and work because they just love working. When people say, "What's my ideal job?" I ain't got no damn ideal job. I don't want to work. I mean, when somebody said that, "What's your dream job?" I don't know. As a kid, I didn't. Well, I was taught. I take that back. As a kid, I was taught, that you go out and you do something, and they hammer that into you like, oh, what do you want to grow up and do? I don't want to do shit. I want to be free. And that's my truth. I just want to be free. And freedom to me, for me, I asked myself this question the other day because I was doing a coaching session with Marilyn, but I said, what is freedom really? What is it for you? Because it's not just about making money, because truth be told, several of us on here have enough money to live now. So we're beyond that. Bills are paid, money is extra. I can shop at Trader Joe's whenever I want. Trader Joe's is my target. And so, money is free. We got a car, we not worried. Money in the bank, money in investments. But what else does it do for you? For me now, the thrill is being able to share with young women and other sisters how they can create this type of lifestyle that you don't have to show up at a job every day unless you just want to. But I can't think of many people. I know a few, but I can't think of many people that's like, oh my God, I can't wait to get to work tomorrow. I love my job. I love people annoying me. I love them talking to me like they ain't got no damn sense. I just love it. I can't wait to get there tomorrow and deal with all the bullshit that's going to come for this $20 an hour. Lord has blessed me. No, ain't nobody thinking like that. I mean, maybe a few people. I know a few people, but for the most part, People work because they have to. They work because they have responsibility. They have kids, they have cars, they have bills, they got to have a roof over their head. They want something to eat. So this all comes down to freedom, y'all. Freedom. And
Yeah.
you'll hear me say that so much, because at the end of the day, the fact that I am able to just have this conversation, sitting on my couch with my sisters who I happen to talk to all day about money and getting our life right and doing what the hell we want to do, it's power, y'all. And we want to share that power with you guys. That's why we do these sessions, not to brag on how much our portfolios are, even though I must say my portfolio is looking sexier and sexier every damn day. But it's because I want you to get off and be like, you know what? I ain't got no portfolio, but by the end of the week, I will. And then
Yeah.
I'll be talking about how sexy my portfolio is. And we just want to share that with you guys. So if someone invited you here today, let them know, listen, I want to be sexy too. I want to have me a portfolio. I want to have some investments, because it's new for us women, especially us women of color. We have not been invited to this party. We have been excluded from this table, and it is not happening anymore. We have a big ass table. It is room for all of the beautiful ladies to sit down. And I don't care if you got $100 to invest, you got 1,000, or you got 10,000. We're going to show you how you can multiply that in your own account and build wealth for yourself. So what that has to do with Ethereum, I have no damn
It has a lot to do with it, Pam, whether you know it or not, right? Because like you said, less than 10% of women, and this is just investments overall, not even just crypto. We say this all the time. Less than 10% of us even represent this world. And as a Latina, right, who grew up in the Bronx, New York, taught the same things a lot of people are taught, well-versed in poverty, you know how that goes. But I knew the feeling of walking into rooms with, no offense, but Caucasian males in their early 30s, 40s, sometimes late 20s. And automatically there was this guard up, like, you don't know shit, you're a woman, and then you're a woman of color on top of that. Sir, first of all, last time I checked, you've got 2 years of experience on me and no education. I mean, so it was already like you had this assumption that we come to the table not knowing anything. And that is so incorrect, because when women really get into this world, naturally we're wired to understand patterns better. And so when you get to see and start seeing why some of this stuff is happening, naturally, what do? We want to educate other people. We want to empower them. Like, listen, I didn't know anything about this, and now I do. So how can I learn it in a way that I can at least explain it to you, to give you that curiosity to want to learn it for yourself? I saw the most heartbreaking thing on social media yesterday, and it's a girl I went to high school with. It's got 3 kids. She's like a orthopedic assistant or something like that. And to your point, Pam, you know, I know very few people that say that about their job, like very few, like maybe 1%. And those are like my sister's neighbors who are pediatricians and really do love their job. But you know, I think of my situation now, and Amara is like my little broke business partner, but I would much rather deal with her shit all day than deal with someone who has less credentials than me talking to me like I'm not shit because I'm a woman of color in a world where we don't belong, or as they've taught people, we don't belong. And so I saw her post something, and her post said, I really wish I could do this make money on social media thing, with a sad face. And I'm like, let me get in your inbox, not because I want to sell you anything. I don't got to sell the damn academy. The academy sold me. But I needed to just, like, this is the part about community and about, yeah, you may not know anything about this, but exactly what Pam said about Ethereum, even if all you did was go out today and get on Coinbase.com and buy $20 of Ethereum, congratulations, you are part of this world now. And so if nobody's included you, this is your cue. Why? Because there are so many women just like her that feel like they look around like, man, I want to be able to do that. Well, you can, but there's a lack of community. There's a lack of like people speaking life into, I mean, and she's young, like 29 years old. I had to get in her inbox like, sis, if you could deal with these orthopedic patients that think they know more than you about their injury, you could do any damn thing. So it's just, it's the community piece sometimes. Like, you got to have people around you that are doing it so they know it's possible now. But then that's your example to say, well, why the hell not me? I might not be the smartest cookie out of 8 billion people, but I surely got to be smarter than one of these fools out here talking about Bitcoin is going to collapse and go to waste. Like, huh? So, you know, I feel like Ethereum is a direct pathway into what you just said. Like, why not you? And sometimes it just takes being around the right person, because too many times we were around the wrong people saying that, oh no, that's crazy. Oh no, that's risky. Sir, what's risky is you're 65 feeling the same way you felt when you were 20. That's risky. Miss me. So I'm done, but that's how I feel.
Yeah. For me though, I think it was two pieces for me coming into this community. The other piece was, and I'm gonna kind of get a little personal, Pam. This lady right here introducing me to the opportunity. I was happy on one side, but I was like, oh, junk on the other side, because I know how she operates. She is constantly putting foots in your behind when it comes down to doing something. And I had to say, well, I want it. I gotta want it more, but Pam is the type person, she wants it for you and she shows you, and she stays in my inbox and she stays blowing up my phone. Did you do this? Did you do that? And I'm just so grateful for her, this community. And Miss Bobby stepped away. I wanted to shout her out. If you guys don't know, I'm kind of like the tech girl. I do all the techie stuff behind the scenes for the show. But Miss Bobby's the episode, it was market crash versus, I forget the name of the crash, but that video is on YouTube. Y'all go back and watch that video, because Miss Bobby, she really shut that thing down. I was like, woo! And I'm doing the work, you know, to put it up, and I'm crying and I'm wiping tears. And I was like, man, but she really, really, really went in hard on what this academy has done. And if that is not a testimony, y'all, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
So hopefully she'll see this on the replay.
And I when you sent me the thing last night and I went and watched it, I was just all choked up. You know, like I said, freedom comes in different forms. Freedom is, for me, making money, making a mass amount of money and having financial security is just freedom. So I made the joke yesterday and said something about, you know, I couldn't buy a Birkin bag because, you know, it's about the price of one Bitcoin. Don't get me started how many Ethereums I can get with that. But anyway, but I knock nobody who wants it. You know, if that's what freedom looks like to you, to be able to buy what you want, do you buy it? Go for it. For me, it's not my headspace right now, but I'm all about experiences. The same way somebody has spent $25,000 on a Birkin bag, I will go and get me a $25,000 flight to Dubai. Bobby and I was talking about. So right. For me, it's just about experiences and where I can go and what I can do. And that's where my life is at. That's where I'm at personally. But I tell you what, one of the best things you can do, if not us, then another community, but find a group, especially the ladies, and especially if you're a woman of color. And this is not personal to anyone, but it is so hard to find a group of like-minded women who are intentional with their love, who are intentional with their care for you. And like Marilyn says, I might be hard on her sometimes, but it's because I know her potential. I've seen her do it. I know what she's capable of. And she may not have a bunch of friends or any friends around her who are rooting to see her break 1 million year after year. But I might be that only friend. And because of that, I pour into her as much as I can and give as much as I can, because sometimes you are the only light source for people. And it doesn't mean that her light is dim. It just means that, you know, when you're making this journey and you're transitioning from 6 to 7 figures in your life, then sometimes you need somebody to push you, because it's not easy. And it's nice to have somebody behind you who will say, you know what, yeah, it might be hard, but just put in another hour. This may be difficult, just push a little bit more. And that's what I have found in this community. Normally, I'm the person doing all the pushing and everybody's just doing the receiving, but it is so beautiful to find women who have a caliber of none matched that I've ever seen, both young and older than me, who have been here to help push me on this journey to reach multiple seven figures again. So I want to invite you personally to partner with us, get back in touch with the person who put you here. And if there is no one who put you here, then look for us at Crypto Coaching for Women on Facebook. Go to cryptocoachforwomen.com and it will take you to our Facebook community. You are welcome to talk with us there or get in touch with us and we'll put you in touch with somebody who can get you started in the business. Ladies, it was beautiful. Let's all get off of here and go buy some Ethereum.
Yes.
Here she is, y'all. Miss Bobby, I was talking about your testimony the other day, and that thing was just it really hit home. Can you hear me?
Thank you, sis. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, sis.
Okay, and I feel like that message is really gonna go far. That is
Yes.
gonna go far. If
Thank
you don't get it with that message, then it's not for you.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
That part.
Yeah. And you know what? And Bobby she's a deputy sheriff, right, Bobby?
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
See, listen, y'all don't play with me and say play with Jesus, don't play with me.
And I'm ready to quit next month.
Listen,
I'm ready to walk out.
Let's get it.
Baby,
Yes.
and we
clocking in every day.
And you know
For
what?
some-
That sounds like we need to have your retirement party.
Yes, ma'am. Clocking in somewhere where I'm not wanted.
Listen, how long have you been there?
I've did law enforcement 15 years, and I've been here in this capacity 7.
Yeah, see, my husband's retired law enforcement. I'm that. Listen.
So yeah.
So it's my
Don't worry,
conversation
it's
for a whole
done.
nother
It's
day.
already finished.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
done.
Because when I put that phone on pause, I went and bought me 2 Ethereums.
That's what I'm talking about. Where the money reside, where the money reside.
Listen, we need a new song. We've been listening to Dr. China's Bitcoin Mommy. We need
Man.
Yes.
We need to, I'ma channel my inner hood and I'ma just record something from Miss Bobby for her retirement in this Ethereum.
Listen, it's the season, but you know what? Isn't it? How beautiful is it that we can share this information?
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody is sitting here going, I don't want her to know that because I don't want her to be wealthier than me.
Right.
Listen, I want wealthy friends.
No.
I don't want to get to the table, and I'll tell this story another time, but I don't want to get to the table and we all getting ready to eat and everybody looking at the menu like, who picking up this check? I want
Right.
when
You want everybody coming like, I got it, and then we got to fight about who's really
gotta
gonna
fight
get
who's
it,
gonna
you
pay.
know?
There
Exactly.
you go. And we're in
Exactly.
exotic locations because we choose to be and because we can
Yes,
afford
ma'am.
to be.
That part, man.
Yeah.
And you know, something you said, Pam, and I'll just end with this, but every single woman watching, whether you're on here right now on Zoom with us, whether you are, just seeing this on YouTube or somewhere else, is every single one of us has greatness in us. And this is what Pam said about sometimes it just takes the right people to remind you, because women, a lot of our lives, we spend time just being caregivers in every capacity, kids, communities, everyone. And then we forget about us and what's really buried there. And so when you see the world of crypto, I want you to know, like, you don't have to be geeky. And that's not what this is about. What this is about is seed money for whatever you desire. And I think that's what community takes. Like, that's what it takes. When you're in a community, they pull that out of you and you start to realize, man, there's stuff that I really want to do out here that I didn't even know were in me. But now, because you pull that out of me, like Marilyn said, Pam is coming with the heat. I'm gonna pull it out of you. But you need that, because for so long we bury that, taking care of everyone else, that we look up and, some of us get to 30s and 40s and sometimes even 50s and figure out, like, dang, what do I really want to do? And that's what I see crypto as. I see it as the seed for whatever you want to do. And the seed for me is I just want to do whatever I want, because I was that rebellious kid who didn't even like direction from my very wise mother. So I'm an adult and I definitely don't want direction from anyone else unless it's wise counsel teaching me how to do something great in this life. So that's all I have. But every single person on here, man, you're great. You just need some people to maybe pull it out of you sometimes.
That's word right there. And also I want to just add this one thing, that the biggest thing about this, and I tell people all the time, is that any other business I've been in before, any other thing that I've done before, it was always, I couldn't share everything because it's how I make my money, you know, so I can only share bits and pieces of it because you can't give anybody your secret recipe. That's, you know, that's like a, you know, KFC giving out its recipe. If you do that, then, you know, it's no longer proprietary, it's secret. Well, now it benefits me. It benefits me to share everything because we can all eat from the table. We can all eat from the plate, and it's not competitive. It doesn't have anything to do with my business or whether or not I'll thrive. I'll still thrive. You know, I want Bobby to go get, you know, her 5 Ethereum. I want Marilyn to get her 5 Ethereum. You know, I want Frances to get her 5, and I can still get my 5 and it won't affect me. So listen, get back in touch with the person, because I can keep going on and on and on about all the benefits. But if this is for you, this is the right community. These are the right people, especially if you're a woman. This is the right community for you because we love on each other. And what you see in the Coffee and Crypto is not just for entertainment, it's how we really roll. So you guys have a wonderful Thursday. We'll see you again tomorrow for Crypto and Coffee. Join us and bring a friend. Love you, ladies. Have a good day.
Thank you. Love you, ladies.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.